Hi, good evening, friends. How are you? Hope you all doing well. Today we have some illustrations on haloalkanes topic what we have finished in the previous sessions. Okay, I would like to take the first one illustration. One, that is, what would be the major product in the each of the following reaction? For example, they have given this type of formula Ce6H5C2H5. As you know, it is nothing but ethyl benzene. Nothing but ethyl benzene. Over the arrow mark, they are given one conversion, that is one treatment with bromine in the presence of sunlight and heat. What will happens? That is the first answer we have to prepare. Then after that is followed by the another reaction with sodium cyanide. So first we have to find the first product. As you know, in the presence of sunlight, halogen, bromine, all tries to undergo free radical substitution reactions. So free radical substitution reaction means, as you know, this is halobenzene. In this halobenzene, you can write this one as 5C6, or else you can write a benzene ring also, that is CH2 CH3, like this. The C2H5 you can write as C2 CH2 CH3, right? Over this second carbon, this bromine can able to attack. Then we will get the first product, that is H5C6 CHBr CH3. Then after we have the second product with sodium cyanide, we can find out, that is replacing, that means displacement of bromine with the Cn minus, we will get H5C6 CH CnCH3. So this is our first product, this is our second product. Okay, this is the answer for the first illustration. Coming to the second one, what the ask is, what happens when excess chlorine passed through boiling toluene in presence of sunlight? As you all know, this is also comes under halogenation reaction. What is halogenation? Halogenation is nothing but is a chain reaction up to the replacement of all the hydrogens in toluene's methyl group. This halogenation reaction takes place. For example, if you take toluene, this is toluene, methyl benzene, it will be treated with chlorine in the presence of sunlight, H nu or sunlight. Then what will happen? All the hydrogens in the methyl group side chain of the benzene ring will be completely replaced by this chlorines. Excess of chlorine taken, plus how many moles of HCl will be separated out? 3 moles. That time we will call this type of compound is nothing but benzotrichloride. What is the name of the compound? Is benzotrichloride. Its name is nothing but benzotrichloride. Okay, or benzochloride. These are the two sub questions in the illustration 1 we have discussed. Okay, let us go to the next one. Okay, let us see the illustration number 2. What they given is, explain why SN2 solvolysis, where solvent is the nucleophile, appears to follow a first order react law rather than a second order one. As you all know, according to chemical kinetics also, there are some ideas developed finding the rate of reaction, rate law of the reaction, order of the reaction and all these things. Here also it looks the same. For example, if you take rate of reaction according to this SN2 reaction mechanism, what is rate? Rate is equals to K into concentration of this alkyl halide into the concentration of solvent. As we all know, in the question they are given that this is following first order, and moreover they are saying it is solvolysis. What do you mean by solvolysis? Where a solvent is the nucleophile. When the nucleophile or when the solvent concentration is exceeding the concentration of alkyl halide RX, then according to this chemical kinetics, as you know, this concentration is said to be independent of the rate of reaction. So then you can easily say that the concentration of solvent, when it is said to be exceeding the concentration of RX in this particular case, then we can take this solvent concentration, whatever solvent concentration is there, it will become constant. It will become constant. Then we can take one thing, that is K into concentration of this solvent. We can also take one more constant, take constant as K dash. Okay. So in such a case, what will happen? Only one concentration is directly proportional to the rate of reaction. Then I can substitute this one in this rate law given for the SN2 mechanism as per the question. Then K into concentration of solvent I have taken as K dash. Then I can write it as K dash into concentration of RX. In this particular case, what happened? The concentration of alkyl halide only influencing the rate of reaction. This is the rate law. So the rate law which is following first order as per the question is now matching with this explanation. So we can say that this is the first order reaction. What is the order of this solvolysis? Order of reaction is 1. Okay. Therefore, we can say it is the answer for this question. Let us move to the next question. Okay, let us see illustration number 3. They are given, write the structure of the nucleophilic substitution products in each of the following in aprotic solvent. As you know, aprotic solvents is the only one indication they are given. So in this case, the first one case, what happened is they have given a cyclic ring with a double bond CH2 and here halogen bromine given. As you know, halogen attached carbon is sp3, which is in turn linked with an sp2. Then it is a allyl. It is called as allyl halide. Usually in this case, what will happen? This bond, this allyl carbon is going to receive the nucleophile, okay, Cn minus, then it will become positive, this carbon will become positive, and this bromine definitely completely leaves from it with bromide as a bromide, okay, then it will become positive. So automatically what will happen? First Br minus will be removed. At the same time, this double bond will be shifted inside in between these two carbons. So double bond will come inside the ring, and this carbon with positive charge will be taking the Cn minus attack. So it is CH2 Cn, CH2 Cn. So you can also write this one as, without writing CH2, you can write Cn like this, the first one. So you can understand that allyl halides are more reactive than the other alkyl halides. Okay, moving on to the second case. We have a second case is there. The second one is also looking the same, but arrow mark they are given thiophenoxide ion. This is also a nucleophile, strong nucleophile. In this case also it will happen same way. That is, we have methyl groups are there. Here halogen, here double bond is there with CH2. It means halogen once removes from this one, then immediately what will happen? This carbon will become positive. The same time this double bond will shift towards this location. Immediately this phenoxide ion, whatever phenoxide ion is there, that phenoxide ion will attack on this CH2. Then what will comes here is pH is nothing but the phenyl group, and this is sulfur is having that negative charge which is linked with this carbon. Okay, then after we have a single bond. After that we have a double bond is present. So 1, 2, 3 carbons are there. Already we wrote 1, 2, 3 carbons. So double bond came here. So for this only we have these CH3 groups are present. This is what we can write it as the product for this second question. So finally we have taken two important things in this question. One is allyl halide. The second one with open chain allyl halide given. This is cyclic one, this is open chain. Irrespective of the structure given to us, the concept is same, that allyl halides, the double bond is going to be shifted and halogen will be removed in the form of halide from the allyl halide. Okay, we will move on to the next question. Okay, let us see illustration number 4. What happens when 2-bromooctane, this is nothing but L configuration, is allowed to react with sodium hydroxide under SN2 conditions? Let us see. You take a carbon like this, R is a big one. This will be linked with C6H13 and one with hydrogen. You can write one with a methyl group here. So it means this is in turn linked with halogen bromine. We can call this is nothing but ever rotatory 2-bromooctane. So it is said to be treated with sodium hydroxide as per the SN2 conditions. As you all know, that SN2 is nothing but inversion of configuration type of thing. You will get an alcohol plus alcohol. So inverted configuration, if you take it, then you will get OH here. This is carbon. Here C6H13 will be there. Here we have hydrogen. Here we will be having CH3. This we will call it as octanol, 2-octanol plus 2-octanol. This is minus 2-bromooctane. As you all know that we see that OH group that has not taken the position previously occupied by Br minus. Here Br minus is there. Br minus is occupying one position. That position is not occupied by this OH group in the alcohol. So alcohol octane has a configuration opposite to the bromide. So this is nothing but opposite configuration to that of the bromide given in the question. So a reaction that yields a product whose configuration is opposite to that reactant is said to proceed with inversion of configuration. So this is what we can call it as inversion of configuration as they are giving that it is SN2 condition. So inversion means whatever the given alkyl halide, that configuration is not obtained. It follows Walton inversion concept. Okay, so this is the fourth illustration we have. It is a very good question asked on this bromo-octane. Okay, let us move on to the illustration number 5. Okay, let us see illustration number 5. Here they given alkyl halides are hydrolyzed to alcohol very slowly by water. Okay, but rapidly by silver oxide suspended in boiling water. So if you think about what is the silver case, as you know, silver is a heavy metal and its ions particularly catalyze SN1 reaction, and mechanism involved here in this definitely will give a cation, what we call carbocation in this mechanism, SN1 mechanism, in the by means of giving an equilibrium, pre-equilibrium step. Let us see, that is Rx plus Ag. First it will give pre-equilibrium stage and it will produces RxAg, a complex positively charged one. Immediately this positively charged intermediate RxAg plus rapidly converts into carbocation R plus silver halide. Silver halide is nothing but AgX. So this is what the carbocation form. As you know, this equilibrium step is fast, but first step in the SN1 mechanism is a slow step which determines the rate of reaction. So this is a slow step. Moving on to the final step, that is attack of nucleophile, combination of nucleophile and this carbocation gives alcohol. So this is what the alcohol which is discussed in the question. Alkyl halides are hydrolyzed to alcohol. Now this is alkyl halide Rx which is hydrolyzed usually with water very slowly but rapidly with silver oxide. As you know, what is silver oxide? Ag2O in boiling water. So H2O, boiling water is there, means it will give silver hydroxide, and that silver hydroxide gives silver ions. These silver ions are now said to be giving the rapid equilibrium step. After that, this carbocation formed. Carbocation unites with the nucleophile OH minus ion. Here that nucleophile gives alcohol with carbocation as per this discussion. Okay, we will see in the next class. Thank you.